Good evening. I am the narrator, and welcome to my parlor. Tonight's topic is fear. The paranormal is a draw. I have wondered why people are drawn to it, why they read about it, watch about it, talk about it. Most paranormal buffs aren't researchers. That is, they don't actively try to solve the mystery. For them, it's entertainment. The subject matter simply fascinates them. They watch it for the same reason others watch horror films and read horror novels. Their thoughts on the subject are idle speculation. I think the paranormal draws them for two reasons. First, the unknown. We don't know what paranormal things are, where they're from, why they appear and do the things they do. We only know that they do. I'm far from the first to note the unknown fascinates humans. Second, fear, the most primal emotion. Again, I'm far from the first to note that humans like fear, albeit in small doses in controlled settings. To backtrack, this would explain the popularity of horror. People fear the paranormal for reasons I've explored in depth on this channel. For the unfamiliar, it's because of two. First, to backtrack again, they are unknown, and the unknown can frighten as much as it can fascinate. Second, power. They can do things we can't: appear and disappear, move through solid surfaces, dissolve into what seems like pure energy, and change shape and size. Naturally, we wonder, what else can they do? As I've discussed, their appearances in and of themselves aren't frightening. Their constituent elements are in fact mundane. They only seem frightening because of context, so out of place, so reimagined. This doesn't mean they're not to be feared, only that our reasons for fearing things are often superficial. The Hat Man is to be feared because of his disposition and behavior, not his height, darkness, and fashion sense. Fear is interesting. If you only believe horror film advertisement blurbs, you would think it's a thrill. It can be, again, in small doses and controlled settings. Otherwise, we hate fear. We hate things we fear, yet we must fear, at least at times, certain things. Some things are worth fearing. It shields us. It keeps us from kayaking near waterfalls. A man without fear is an idiot. Fear has different causes. It has different types. There is visceral fear, the fear one feels when one sees the waterfall and the drop below. This is felt physically, with rapid heartbeats, short breaths, and sweat. Credit imminent physical threats. This is the crudest form of fear, and gradually fades when the reason is gone. It's the fear horror filmmakers seek with jump scares. Then there's the other fear. This fear affects more the mind. The fear that is caused not by visceral threats, but by thoughts, notions, and ideas. People peer around and over their shoulders. They ensure they lock their doors when they leave and return home. They may struggle to sleep at night, and may even with the light on. This is haunting fear, fear that persists, known otherwise as dread, and underlies paranoia and anxiety. It continues even after the object is removed, even if it was never there to begin with. This is the worst kind, and again, different entities cause different types. Cryptids cause visceral fear, thanks to their size and appearance. It is common and mundane. It's the fear of the schoolyard bully, a physical injury. This again is due also to their seeming solidity. They either are or resemble flesh and blood animals, but because of this, it's less interesting. Dread is far more fascinating. Seeing a large creature in the woods at night may be frightening at first, but less so after it vanishes or the person returns to their cabin or campsite. Seeing the BEK at one's doorstep is something else entirely. Paranormal entities, those who seem more supernatural, cause dread. We fear them more so for the reasons above. This fear lingers after the entity has vanished. It's unique to them, but is there a reason? Note that entities generally don't harm. As we've discussed, they appear and disappear, scaring the percipient. They may speak briefly, but their statements are usually cryptic and lacking context. They confuse and give fodder for speculation. But they have yet to harm someone, to abduct or kill them. Unless they have, and that explains a number of unexplained deaths and disappearances, but that's for a later video. Seeing and interacting with them is unnerving, but leads only to unnerving memories. Are they to be feared? This isn't to say that they are good and to be embraced or even accepted in one's home, just that their abilities are limited. Maybe we should pause, step back, and take stock of all the paranormal media that has accumulated over the years. Most percipients have little beside creepy memories. It's common, especially for the young, to watch a horror film or paranormal show and struggle to sleep. It entertains while it's on, but once the lights go off, not so much. People fear a paranormal entity could appear to them, hence the light on. But the entity would do very little. It wouldn't stay very long. Nothing would happen after. The fear would last minutes, and the person would discuss it later on the internet. Time passes. Memory fades. One night, when I was If one knows that, I guess one could brace and take it in stride. The paranormal is no big deal, or is it? Even as I type, I think I still wouldn't want to see a shadow person in my bedroom. Again, fear of the unknown and their disposition remains. I'm sure this is true of my listeners. I doubt it will ever subside. I think it will always be with us. We can't accept intelligences that enter our homes when the doors are locked and the windows are closed, that can appear to us as they see fit and vanish before we can speak to them, whose motives are far beyond our ken.